Hello, welcome to Arabella's Heart for Book Art. I'm so excited for this flip. I hope I can do it in one take because there's a lot of noise around me. I am expecting some deliveries, so I hope I can do this without any interruptions. Um, Also, if everything goes well and uh, everything is supposed to do what it's supposed to do, this will be a premiere, so you can chat with me. I hope you will love this flip and love this. I have had a lot of reactions, especially in the junk journal groups. I had so much positive reactions, and also somebody who wanted to buy the book. She really did her best to get in contact with me through Instagram, but because I always get so many messages about yeah, fake stuff, so I ignored it, really thinking that this was another fake account. But then she messaged me with, "I love your butterfly book," and then I knew, oh, this is really somebody who's interested. And then from there out, I had someone who wanted this book really bad, I think. So that is a good thing. I redid the bow, by the way. I put a picture on Instagram. I couldn't get it as pretty as I got it the first time, and that was really spontaneous, and that's always the case. Usually, also with art, the best things are spontaneous. So, also, yeah, how this book came about was really spontaneous. Through Pass the Brush, an event on Instagram, I met Tonya Samuels. I'm so sorry about Tonya Samuels. I always switch the first letters around, but well. Yeah, I hope that there's a lot of people, or a few, that's also possible, chatting with me now as we speak. And without further ado, I want to open this book up and let you see what I worked on so really hard. So I worked on this for a month and a half, almost 2 months. And I worked on it almost every day. So you guys, you know how much work goes into a book like this. And I will show you like this. I have a flexible spine. I had a doily, and with a button it went a little bit crooked. I favored the front a little bit more than the back, but that's okay. So here is, I did, oh yeah, I have such a day that I can't remember everything, so I will just um, show you when I don't know the words. You know the words, right? This is a sticker that I stuck down. This one is half sewn and I couldn't make it to move, so I left this. But this came a little bit loose, so I also had to tuck this fabric in. I layered this, and I also used a book band, a reel from a real old book. The mesh that they use for the spine, I use it to embellish the spine fabric. So the big button, the thingy in the middle, the beautiful papers, let's not forget that, from Tonya Samuels, and I hand sewn the edge from this, and I started really small, and I got bolder and bolder and bolder as I went up. And here, this is my second cover. I should have done it the other way around. So here I dare to do it a little bit Boulder, and that came out really pretty. That's my so when you open it up, the first page, it is a junk journal, I have to say. It has the 3 signatures, and I also used fabric, and I sewed a few pages, and things are falling out already because I'm okay. I can't do it in one take. That's okay. So let's start here. Here I used embellishments to spruce it up a little bit. I used the tag template from Genevieve Designs. This is from Flow, and this is my own fabric that I bought in a local art shop. Here also you see the sewn, and I just sewed. So I have 4 or 5 videos filled with tutorials. A really long one was the last one when I started to sew in my signatures. So that's an hour and 40 minutes long. So the second page, I have this, so you can put stuff in. I used again from Genevieve Designs, her tag. Thing is, these are my tags. So the shape, I wanted to tell a little bit about the shape. It is a butterfly shape. I also made a new butterfly shape that I will show you in a different video, because that will make it so long if I only want it to be about this book. But that shape has a butterfly, the same shape, but then a little bit smaller on the bottom, so a little bit explained. But I made this so that the book could stand up, but the pages I did really the same way, so that you can get that effect as if the butterfly is standing like this. Yeah, I don't know how you explain that. But it's yeah, this is from Garden Pages, and I will pull that up. Can I open it now? No, I'm throwing stuff around. No, don't do that. So I sewed this, and I also printed it out onto my own coffee dyed paper. Here you see the sewn thingies and messily zigzag sewy, and here I just sewed this so that the recipient can write on it or anything like that. And I also stamped. I stamped a lot, and I also tried some transfers with plastic, and yeah, made it a little bit more elaborate. And here you have a belly band with bread. Oh yeah, that's the word. This is a bread. This is a fancy bread. It is a flower. I think it's a daisy, or the middle looks like a sunflower, but it is a daisy, and a picture of a real daisy. And these are the papers, the digital designs from Tonya Samuels, what I said, and this is called In the Garden. I will link it down below. Here, this is my I feel my best page. I have a lot more that I like, but this one came out so pretty with that coffee dyed paper. That came out really yeah, pretty. And also I hand zigzag this one, and also put a one on the back. And here I utilized, I see one of the pockets is not here. I had a pocket. Yeah, I know. I think I want to use this one. So I have this handmade pocket. You see, I made the tabs from those garden books or pages, and then I made an I altered Tonya's page. This is a cutoff from one of the smaller butterflies, by the way. And then I used fabric and I used something shiny. This is a mesh, silver color, and I stamped, used ink, and I colored it in. And I also used fabric pieces that I cut out. So this one will go over here like this. That was my idea. It could be that I use a different pocket here, and then yeah, but I think this is what I want. I think I was a little bit debating, and that's why I didn't stick it down yet. So this will be for the last thing that I want to do. Here I embellished another one of those tags, and this one I cut out of my ads that I get for free in my home. So about plants, a plant store. Here I have another one of those pockets with a fancy edge, and that is because I just cut off, I used the cut-offs. Here, this is really cool. This is from another kit, by the way, and I backed it up onto brown paper bag paper, and this one I stuck in between books so it's really flat. And here I put a coin pocket that I found in my stash, and also stuck down a piece of fabric that I cut out. I cut out of this fabric, I cut out the flowers to use, and then I made this cute embellishment. So like this. And this is really old. It was also has a really big fold over there, so I was debating if I should, and I'm grabbing it, put a pocket or something over it. But yes, so something like this I still could do, but I really want this to show. So I love this picture. So yeah, I strengthened it on the back. I put a little embellishment. This is also cut off, but I could do this to match also this pocket. So that was a little bit my idea. I also have these belly bands still, so I could also go for a belly band. So the last finishing touches, the really last. Here I also made a cluster with those tags, with those, how do you call them, thingies. I will get there in the end. So here I use also a really old book, the Wonder Book of Nature, that is called. I used a lot of pages from this book, and I left the first page used for that. This is also from that book. I also used brown paper bag paper, and this, in some places I left it a little bit because I love those layers. And yeah, so this is I made a belly band from a cutoff, and here I have also from another kit. This is from Genevieve Designs, but the color came out a little bit too purple, so I did that a second time on purpose, and then and now I have a whole book with that color. And this supposed to be a booklet, but I wanted to make layers and then make it really from large to small, and that is really my thing. That is what I do. I just made a little booklet. I'm still working on it. And that's this one. This is just from something from packaging, from an envelope, and I used gold gold leaf, And yeah, so this is also, yeah, here you can see it, all the layers. I'm still working on it. So this is really my thing. I love to work in layers. And also a lot of the times I see that I'm leaning towards butterflies if I'm doing, yeah, art, a little bit more artsy things, or abstract art, I mean, you still see a little bit of butterfly um, shape. And that's perhaps a thing that I'm just doing at the moment. I don't know if that will stay. So here's another little thingy from Genevieve Designs, and this is something that you can stand up. Let me see if I have the right one. Yes, so if you are cutting this out, you can stand this upright like this and then put an affirmation, and then you can see it every day. So I also have new ideas to do with this one, but that's for a later video. I also always have so many ideas, but your ideas are really welcome to me. If you want to see anything, just let me know, and I will make something. Yeah, I really love to know what your ideas are. And here I left it a little bit plain. I didn't want to make every page really full. And then here you also see the artwork, so from my art book. And this is also from a really old magazine. Here I made something a little bit, I let myself be inspired by this painting, because this is also from an art book. And I used green on this page, and then I also embellished this. This is also from Genevieve Designs, but then two purple. And I also put book page things in it, so also from that nature book. So, and also stamped, and I inked everything. I really finished everything, make it a point to finish it. And I also put down yeah, this is a cut out from those fabric flowers from the from the fabric that I used, and this really looks almost painted onto it. I really love that. And I also put those fabric flowers here. I will fix everything later. Here I put two embellished, this is what I just used my punch, also fabric flowers, and here I use stickers that I found in my stash. Here you can put something behind, and here also is a sort of a small tuck. And then this is also one of my favorite pages. And here is really a beautiful page. I made a lot of pictures of this page. Here I used the cut-offs from my, the shape is just cut out one of my envelopes, and the shapes I use the cut-offs. I'm really big on the cut-offs. Here is something from my own design. And this again, I can't remember this word, but that's okay. Here you see the envelope from the cut-offs. You see, so I use this, what you cut off, and that gave, here I rounded it, so I cut off this pointy thing that you get from cut off here. But yeah, so that is also something I have a good idea about, and I'm already making a new design with that. So that is a template. Here I made something with a pocket, a small tuck, so I think I'm going to put something in there. Small piece of paper still. Here I used some danglies. I really can't remember any word. I'm so sorry about that. I should have wrote some words down. But I also have these in the middle, and I think I forgot to show that. Here I also have them. So here's a heart and here is a flower. So I think it's a daisy, but I'm not really sure. Could be a sunflower, but I think it is sort of a daisy. I will pick it up a little bit more. Let me see. Yeah, I think you could see that. So where I was around here. So I made this here. This also has. No, I thought this was a tuck, but it isn't. Like that. And here is the other envelope, and I put in something. I used stickers, vellum stickers. I rounded the corners and then inked it, so that makes it really interesting. And this is just inked by me to make it interesting, right? This is too wide. I really have to do it like this. And it's also crooked, really crooked, but I made this by hand and didn't use any templates. So here I put in some stuff. Here you can put in some stuff. I have a small ticket. I have mesh from a very vintage book. I use it here, and this has its own pocket. So I really love this envelope, really very much. The next page also has envelopes. This is a really large envelope that I saved. It is from something else, and I just ripped one of the pages from my garden book. I put that in here, and also have this insert. This was from and I stenciled on this one. I have a new stencil with roses, so I tried my new stencil out, and I really love this one. And of course with the fabric on the other side. And on the other side I have a really small envelope, and this is also from one of my kits, and I put also one of my embellishments as a front. And then this one is really a different envelope than what you're used to. On this side it's white, and on the other side it is green. So I also made some pockets here, or some tucks, or some embellishments, and also used one of the cut-offs from the envelope that you saw. And everything, almost everything has plants or butterflies. So this one I didn't stick down, because then the recipient can decide for herself what she wants, the green or the white. Here I left it a little bit plain. I only stuck down a cutoff. This is from packaging paper. Oh, what? And this is also one of my stickers. This is oh, Daisy. Gaat het? Gaat het? Dus lekker je mond. Oh, dat is niet goed hè. Ga even wat drinken dan. Ga even wat drinken. Doe maar. Ga wat drinken. Water drinken. Okay, this is from my garden book. It has really beautiful pictures of beautiful flowers like this. I don't know what kind. Alacayan. I thought they were hybrids. Crimson Star. I don't know. So really beautiful. And here you see drawings. And here I also used the tag shape from Genevieve Designs, and then stuck down some vellum, and I used those this is a ticket, and I stamped on it. And here you also will have the inside with the layers that I love. I'll put this aside a little bit. The other stuff. I really made sure my desk was clean and empty. So only little things that I want to show you I have beside me. So here I put one. I tried to put two on this one, but I didn't. I made this a little bit uneven, so I just put one. Why not, right? Here also I used ink, and here also used ink, and here I stenciled, and here you will see also a few really cool drawings. Here I stenciled and I stamped, and this is also stamped. A little bit stenciling going on, and this is really cool because it seems like part of my design, but it is a stencil, so I really put it here really light. Let's see if you can see that. Yeah, I think here also over here like that. And here I put a small card that you can pull out really easy. Here you can tuck stuff in. I love that green and purple, that's why I chose this, to make a slight contrast. Here I made a special side loading pocket with an envelope and an insert. So this is also with my shape, that is called Papillion, by the way. And here I made a faux envelope that you can write in, and I stuck down one of those as so to open it like that. And here you will see my most embellished tag, and I didn't even put little papers in it because I want you to see everything. And here on that hand it says handmade, so that's also cool. And the stamp over here, and here I have another one that you can that I closed really lightly, so you can open it really easily. I just stamped it a little bit with cute butterflies and then closed it up, and then you can write in it or do anything you want. It's also a little purple accent that I love. And now for my last signature. Also, I left this a little bit open so that I could have those wide signatures, right, that go from small to really wide. So okay, the last signature, last but not least. Here I also made yeah, I used the same tag. I used a tab on the tag. Let me see, this I kept open. So here I also stuck down some of those of one of those fabric flowers. Here I also gessoed, stamped, and I put down my vellum sticker, one of my vellum stickers. And here I made a pocket also with a vellum sticker and with fabric, and here I also have a fabric flower. Here I used my doily that I hoarded for a lot of years. I think 3 or 4 years I have that doily. And here I altered some paper, and that I will put this so that I don't, yeah, when this is so wide, this will go into the crease, so that's really easy to just stick it, fasten that thing. Here I also used my stencil, my new stencil. So I have the rose one and I have this one. I can show you which one I used. It's right beside me. So this is the rose one and this is the other one that I used. There's still a little bit of green. And this one, I really wanted this one, but they didn't have it, so I chose this one first and then I chose this one. So that's really a good way to make it more interesting. So here I have another one of those really tiny envelopes, and I used envelope. I tore a piece of envelope to make the front of this little envelope, and here I used a cutout rose from fabric again, and I left the rest, I left a little bit plain. And here I used one of the cutoffs as a tuck so that you can stick things in it. This is one of my favorite old pages, and here you also have 1957. This is number 2 from a cultural Christian monthly subscription from a magazine. So this is really cool, and the picture is really old, from I think it's Germany, or I don't know really. I think I could find it somewhere, but this is the what the magazine was called, Op den Uitkijk. That means on the lookout. So, and this became also one of my favorites. I used a cutoff. Here I had those roses printed on that come in the kit, and that really corresponded with all the colors, the aubergine, or the, how do you call that? Aubergine, I will call it aubergine. And I used this envelope. This is also from Genevieve Designs. This is the real color, what it's supposed to be, all those bright. So not this color, it's more this, so you see the difference. But I don't mind that. So here I also put an insert, I think just a folded book page that I ripped, and it has a little drawing from a garden, and it says tuin met rechtlijnige vijver. So it's a garden with a straight lined pond. That's what it says. Really cool. Talks about everything what's going on when you are building your garden, so that's really interesting. And I put one of the danglies, the hearts. I used only the flowers and the hearts, and because the book already is a butterfly, I didn't use any butterfly for that. I wanted to be a little bit interesting and use different things. Here I left it a little bit plain so you can enjoy the drawings and the garden pictures. I hope there isn't much of glare. Same as here. This is really my favorite. One of my favorite is a mignon dahlia. It's a tulip, from a tulip, but it doesn't look like a tulip, but yeah, it's from the tulip family, something like that. I can't really explain it well, but and here also pompen dahlias. That's not really what I saw in it, but well, really cool. And the Senvitilia is the bottom one. Really cool. Sensibilia, is that how it's called? Senvitilia, procumbens. It's the hard, the elaborate name for it, of course, but well. Here I also left, put this without gesso in it. So this was one of my favorites with the purple and the green, and yeah, I love that. This one. This was an example, so it wasn't even my prescription. No, that's not what it's called. That I ordered this. Also monthly thing. Can't remember the word. Subscription. That's it, right? Oh my. And here you will see the beautiful papers from Tonya again in the garden. And this also. And here you see the shape that I mean, but this is my shape that I tried out. So it is a little bit larger in the bottom, but this is the middle, and there is a dangly again. And here I also did with the small inks, I just pressed it down and then changed my direction, and then used my 3 new colors, the yellow and the pink, a little bit dark pink, and green, and I think the purple. So I used all 4. This is really beautiful. This is also from In the Garden, and this is my favorite, this one. And this is the garden pages again, and here again I used a lot of, in this signature, a lot of these book pages. Also black and white pictures, and then the drawings. And this is a farmhouse. Let me, with a reef, how do you call that? Because I read in Dutch and then I can't remember anymore. Let me see. Yeah, it's about what they grow around the house. That's really mainly what this picture is about. But I love that they showed that beautiful home. Yeah, and here is really a beautiful picture of flowers, Campanula medium, klokjesbloem is what they called. And I also used my stickers again, and here everything that's in here I once upon a time posted onto Instagram, so that's also really cool for the recipient, so she can watch back and see it posted, and then she has it. So also this, I just said this and just played around and touched something off, and I colored in one of those vellum stickers. And here is one of my envelopes, and I fully put the, yeah, that's what I thought. It's also always, I can untie it except when you're filming, right? So this is from also those garden magazine like, and I also have these. And this is one of my envelope templates that I use. This is also something I posted on Instagram. My first time that I used this small shape to make a cluster, and I sewed it and also used the fabric. And here is again from Genevieve Designs, and I used this piece of a garden to put in it as a mat. So, and here you can write, and on the side you can write. So this is really a good pocket to go. And also the words, I didn't plan that out, I saw that later, that it says creation and evolution. That's what it says. So this was also a creation, but not of evolution, but it was a creation, is right. So here I put a pocket, and here's my last, because this is also a little bit on the end, right? This is the last thing I did really randomly. I was just, so this little envelope, I put 2 tucks with Tonya's papers and with the cut-offs from the butterfly pages, and I put this inside of it. It is put together with the book page, just the book page. I did this with half of a book page. Also use my decorative edge punch. So I just put a smaller one in it, and it just started to fold, and then rounded the corners, and I made some flaps, and yeah. It just came together like that. So sometimes it is spontaneous. So some things I prepared, and some things just come out of your mind or something like that. So I put it in this pocket. I have 2 of those, but I only used the purple one. I also have one in pink, but I thought, well, purple, that is more suitable. So this is the last page of that, and I also stenciled on this one, and I also stamped, and I still also have one of my inserts, and I wanted to show you the last page first before I go on with that insert and where it belongs. So I did do this. There's 2 trinkets on it. How do you call them? I forgot the name. And I stapled 2 of my coffee dyed cut-offs from that coffee dyed page, and I thought that was really fun to do it like this. So also you have a normal page, you will have to go like this, but that's okay. And I also did this, so yeah, you can totally pull it out on the other side. I will do that. So if you untie this can all come out of the booklet. So this is also just made and spur of the moment with my spontaneous mind. Yeah, putting it like this because I really am in love with this one, and this also would look really cool because then you will have this on this side and that on the other side. So I decided to put it over here, and you will see it. And now I can slip this in. This is really my favorite pocket so far. So I don't want to stick this down, so I will keep it a little bit up. So I'm really awful with saying goodbye, so I'm really dragging it all way. So this I will put in when it's fully dry, but let me know, please know what you think. You already let me know in the chat down the video. How do you call that? I'm saying that too often, I know. I will put everything back where it belongs, and then no, I lost that. Oh no, I lost that thingy. Help. My paper clip just fell into here. I will hold my book upside down. Yes, I will say goodbye and then leave it on my from small to large page that I love so much. So how do you call that? Cascading, right? I'm really in love with that cascading. Okay, well, let me know what you think. I'm really happy with it. I think the recipient is happy really too when she receives it finally. She saw me making it, and yeah, saw when it was born. So this is so large. I'm so in love with this, right? So if you have it like this, then it looks like one book, and yeah, that's the most interesting part, that you see that cascading going on. Especially because it's a butterfly. So I hope we had a good talk in the chat thingy, and I will see you in my next video, and then I will not start a new series, because I stopped my series that I was filming at the time to do this book. So this wasn't an in-between, it was really a large project to make a shaped junk journal, and it is a junk journal. It is not a mini album or an album or a journal. It is a junk journal, but I made the book, the construction, myself, so it's not made from an already made second-hand cover, you know. That's what we use. Usually we use when we make a junk journal, we already have something to work with, but this is made from scratch. Why I call it a junk journal still, perhaps I could name it a handmade junk journal, because it's a cross between a handmade book and a junk journal. So I think that's the best name for it, a handmade junk journal. And all junk journals are handmade, but made from scratch, I mean. And then use all these papers. Okay, I will stop talking now, because I will keep talking as I flip. You can still see some pages. Yeah, I think I want to do something with this. Seems, yeah, I didn't want to cover this up, right? So, but I still see some. I will tweak it here and there to make it in my eyes suitable to send. And then if I see something that I don't like, I will change it slightly, and then yeah, I wanted to show this middle. So this middle looks like this. This middle looks like this. You already saw that. And then this middle looks like this. It's also really cool. It's a little bit artsy, this middle. So, okay, this is it. I will see you in my next video, and then I will start with, no, I'm saying it wrong. Then I will go on with my series that I was already making. So that's a little bit more colorful. As you can see, this is the front. No, this is the front. So I will be going on with this little bright one. And that is the mixed media policy envelope delight. That's what it's called, and that was what I was making. So I will show you the finished one, so the try out. And this is what I will be working on. I'm going to finish this, and then I will go on to my next project. So I already have a really different project lined up. So yeah, I will see you in the next video and in the next journey. Okay, I will see you then. Thank you so much for all the attention that I got, and for everything, for every comment, and I will see you then. Okay, bye bye. Thank you so much. Bye. I'm really grateful. Thank you. Bye. Changed some of the pages, and I really wanted to show you what I did. So here I did stuck down this, and I made sort of a insert. So fun when the shapes are the opposite, right? Tips for buying plants is what it says in Dutch. And the other page, not here. Yeah, I changed this. I made this pocket, extra pocket stuck down. So now you can here put something and behind. So now I did it sort of together, but there are separate tags. So like this or like this. So she can put something extra here in front of this pocket. So that's a nice touch. This is drying. One of the things I cut off, I'm drying now. So the second page I changed is this page. I wanted to put an extra thing, so I saved this one for the lovely flower pictures, and then instead of making a full butterfly, I only decorated the edge with the shape. And the next one here, I made this on top because when I shoved it under it, I couldn't get it in the right spot again. I don't know, so I just attached with two of these, attached it to the belly band. This is what a paper belly band is, a paper belly band. And the next I changed is, let me find it. Next I changed, oh yeah, and I also forgot to show you that I decorated the back of this as I'm struggling, and this is paper pieced together, so it has about 3 pieces. This I put it like it as if it belongs like this, but it didn't. So this is also separate, if you can see it like this, and then behind it there's another one. So I put sort of a 3D effect in this thingy. That's also neat. So I forgot a few things to show, and also made the last things that I wanted to do. So crossed my T's and dotted the I's, or dotted the I's and crossed my T's. how do you call that? So I also put the string back on. Here that's already, yeah, and this is now dry. So now it's, the back page is already done. But I have more. I have a fabric, I think I'm a fabric, yes, here it is. I was forgetting about this one. So here is the, here I did make the whole shape a little bit different, but that's okay. And then I used a piece from the cutoff for the insert and one of the belly bands, and here I put a vellum sticker. So those are the changes. This one will go back in the small thingy, and here I put this. Just, I already cut that out and I didn't use it, so I just put it here as a pull up. So I don't know how I'm going to attach it. Perhaps I'm leaving it like this. I'm not sure, but this was a nice touch for. So, and those are all the changes. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.